What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chuck Finley here with us to play Sly Cooper in the Thievius Raccoonus Part 1. This is the first game in the Sly Cooper series. This is Sly Cooper as a series by itself is one of the handfuls of games that is a Sony mascot. This is a PlayStation exclusive game. You can only find it on the PlayStation games. This was a PlayStation 2 game originally. And Sly Cooper is was a Sony mascot for a little while, just like Crash, Spyro, Jack and Daxter. And if you notice there, I'm playing the PS3 version. It got digitally remastered, I believe is what you call it, in HD by Sanzaru Games. They put Sly Cooper 1, 2, and 3 on the Sly collection, and now you have trophies on it, and you can play all the games. That's what I'm going to be doing with Sly Cooper 1, 2, 3. But I'm going to take a look at the controls really quickly. Nothing really new. We'll learn all this later on while we're playing throughout the game. Excuse me. So we'll just hit start.
Safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Alright, so you can hit the L1 to use the binoculars. You can zoom in with the right stick, move around with the left stick. The camera moves around with the left, or with the right stick. You move around with the left stick. And so you can see you collect coins, and I believe I don't remember right off the top of my head if you can actually buy things with the coins here.
I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
At least for this game, if you collect a certain amount of these, you will gain trophies tied to collecting coins. You do have a minimal double jump. It's not that useful, to be honest. It doesn't get you quite high enough. It's more for like long range jumping. So there's no supposed to jump down here.
Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention you'll be fried to a crisp.
Alright, so just head down, and if you can kind of see this fire hydrant looking thing, you just you break that, and the lasers will disappear. And let me see.
Nice job, you're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
And you can use you can hit things with your cane by hitting the X button while moving or standing still. The circle button does the actions by the blue auras.
That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it.
You will have to hold it down, however, to be able to use the blue aura moves. Let me see, there shouldn't be any collectibles around here. We just have to figure out the combination for this.
This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this false combo. Try dialing in 937.
Alright, so you just push up on the left control stick to move up numbers, and then push down to go down numbers. And so the combination here is 937. If you want to change between the different dials, you just move left and right with the left analog stick. Once you put in the right code, then you can then these vaults will open up. There are several vaults.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Scattered throughout the game that you have to look for, and I'll talk about that later on in the game. This one's of course the first level, the tutorial level, so it's kind of easy. Well, this portion isn't really easy.
You foolish raccoon! I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Alright, so you have to run to keep her from hitting you with the bullets. Just run down. You can see the red arrows there, which kind of tell you where you're supposed to go. You just get down to the ground, and then you just keep running. You can see what she is shooting at. You have to be careful, because if you do take damage, you do die immediately. But going into this section is oh, I swear that was a checkpoint. Well, okay. I don't guess this is anything of any value, and neither is this. So, could have swore that was a checkpoint, but obviously not. But you can see the coins do reappear again, and you can collect them all again. So that kind of makes it a little bit easier if you want to try to get rid of some of the coin-based trophies. But if you just play the game normally and you don't die too often, you shouldn't have any trouble with the collecting enough coins. So sadly, we do have to do all of this again, but this isn't too difficult. Like I said, this is a tutorial level, except for that the parking lot section. That is kind of difficult. And if you noticed, you could see Bentley down at the bottom left of the screen. That is just to have him. I believe that he will just tell you what he has already told you again. You can see, so you can skip the dialogue. You don't have to worry about that anymore. But I could have swore that was a checkpoint down to here. Maybe I missed the checkpoint. No? You just have to be careful and dodge the explosions. If you do get hit by her, by the bullet, you do die immediately. You just have to get to the van. Not too difficult, you know. You just kind of take it slow. You just kind of take it easy through there. It's not that difficult, to be honest. I would just I didn't.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I've been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius, Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
Alright, so that just kind of gives you some backstory as to why we are looking for what we are looking for. Alright, so the following icon appears, your progress is being saved. While this icon is on screen, please do not touch. Okay, so.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
Alright, so if you want to rewatch,
Already plotted a route to our first target.
if you want to rewatch anything, you know you can on Bentley's computer, any of the cutscenes.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Wally the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the southern coast of the Isle of Rat, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of a perilous Welsh triangle.
Alright, so all the levels will kind of give you a backstory as to the boss that you have to fight for each area. There will be 5 bosses and 5 areas that we'll have to go to. And alright, let me see. Just gotta get situated with this camera. Not used to using the stick, used to using L2 and R2 to move the camera around.
Hey, Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure. Like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Alright, let me see. So you can see there are enemies scattered around throughout the level. And if you notice this is a...
Now this is very interesting. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
And so those codes are for opening safes that are scattered throughout the level. There are a certain number of codes that you need for each level. Once you have enough, Bentley will tell you that you have enough, and you will be able to unlock the safe for that particular area. There are quite a few codes scattered around in the levels. They're not as frequent as the coins, though, and they are kind of hidden. The clues, I keep on calling them bottle caps. The clues are, so you do have to actually look around for them. But they're not too difficult to find. You can kind of, if you notice that the bottles are kind of jumping up and down. Well, I guess there's not a clinking noise. There should be a clinking noise associated with this, where you can hear the clinking. It's kind of faint. You don't really notice it all that well, to be honest. It's usually in the other games, or in the later games, they make the clinking noise a little bit louder for you to be able to hear. But
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
alright, so those are the checkpoints that I was referring to earlier, but let me see, I believe there's a way. Oh. If I can get back out of here. Not yet. It doesn't appear. But I need to go up here, and I bypassed it by accident. So all you have to do is just oh, crap. Well, if you once you notice I didn't blow up or catch on fire right away, so you want to keep that in mind. If you can find the shut off switch for the searchlights before you catch on fire, you can avoid that, which is very useful. You can see the transmitters that Bentley was talking about. You just go up to one, and then that's a checkpoint. Nothing too difficult, to be honest. It's actually pretty simple compared to other games.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. Rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. If Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
See if that door is open yet. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure there's a level loops around, so it doesn't really matter whether the door is open or not. And if worse comes to worse, I can always come back into this level at a later date, or later, and get the bottle or the clue again. So you can just kind of see that they're stuck off in little oddball areas. Not too difficult though to get. Oh, wow, yeah, that is the water. The current is moving very fast. You have to keep jumping to be able to make sure that you don't end up going over the side and dying. You cannot run against the flow. All you can do is just jump to make sure that you don't die.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump into the circle button to grab onto hooks.
And then once you do that, you also have to swing as well. So I believe some of these.
Remember, you can grab onto a hook by jumping near it and pressing the circle button.
Yeah, okay. So I believe some of these are kind of like weight triggered. They will come down underneath your weight, and others you'll have to you swing on like that. And if you notice that you can do a jumping move with your cane, which is actually pretty useful. It helps to take out big enemies like that may be able to hit you before you can actually hit them just by running up and getting to them first. You see it. I don't even think you have to actually go up to it. To be honest, I believe it. If you see it activate like that, you see the hologram of his face. You can. You notice that I believe that's when the checkpoint will save for you. But if you notice, I believe I got a. Oh, okay, a horseshoe. If you notice a horseshoe on my back, that is a shield. I believe there are two different types of.
That large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues and bottles you've been collecting. If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
So we don't have enough codes, or we don't have enough clues for the code.
Jumping the gun.
right now you can see we do need 14 for that particular vault, and keys are for you to unlock gates and different things like that. You can see there's a lock on that particular gate. I want to come up here and check real quickly. Just usually you want to check around places like this because you can find clues very easily in areas like this. And with this, I should have enough if that one that I missed at the beginning didn't screw me over. Yeah, okay, so I do have enough. That's good. And so I should be able to open this vault now. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. I need 20. Yeah, I know. I could have swore that I only needed 14 or something like that. I'd forgotten that you needed more than that. So you can kind of tell with the way that the levels are set up, they're not just one big open area. You start like in the entrance, and then you keep going farther in, and each area has its own set number of clues and different things like that, with different enemies, different coins.
That blimp looks like the most secure location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high-voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine. But I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
And so you can see what we need. We need the keys, and those are in the kind of in the outlying areas around the level. You can see we got them.
Wow, you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
And you can see I have 2, which means I can take 2 hit points now instead of just the 1 that the silver one would have given me. And that's kind of the incentive to go after the So the enemies will talk at certain points. Sadly, they don't all have subtitles, so you may not be able to hear them very well. It's kind of hard to hear them even if you're just playing the game by yourself. So I do apologize for that. But anyways, you can see we have 2 outlying areas we can go in. All into the machine. Let me check the time really quickly. I wonder if I can break this. Yeah. So we get a life as well as a handful of coins. Nothing to break here, or high-class heist. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'll exit to the hideout, and then I'll come back in here, get the 2 remaining clues in the previous.
I took the liberty of pinning your mission map up on the wall. You can use it to warp directly to any levels you've already visited.
So you can see, you can either go to any levels that are bright. Stealthy approach, prowling on ground. So yeah, we want to go back to stealthy approach because I want to come in here. If you notice this white, these colored things here, the key is the blue one, the yellow one is the vault, and the red one is a challenge that's set at the is for something that's later on in the game, and that will kind of help you know which levels you've done and different things like that. You can see you can talk to Bentley again if you need a refresher on what's going on in this level. So I guess that gate never opens. I could have swore it did at some point. Sadly, there's no way to easily find the clues. Oh, well, here's the last two. So.
You found it, Sly. That's the final clue to crack the code. Now find that vault, and I'll give you the instructions to open it.
So now all you have to do is just find the vault, and you can see I did get a trophy. I believe that is a trophy for collecting all of the bottles in a single level, or it may be a bottle for collecting 20 bottles. It may be a trophy for collecting 20 bottles. I don't remember right now off the top of my head. I will take a look at the trophies, but I'm not going to go after every single. Well, I guess just playing these trophies in this game are very easy. So all you have to do is just pretty much play the game, and you'll get all the trophies, and you'll platinum it very easily. It's not that difficult at all. Ah, what crap, really. Well, getting back to the vault is going to be the hard part, but yeah. So I'll take a look at the trophies that I've gotten so far, and then I'll probably end the video. Well, I'll end the video here. That's why I wanted to head back here, because I still have to do the information for the handful of levels I've done so far. The first level and then these levels here. I'll try to fit more in, more levels in one go rather than just doing two. This is kind of short, especially for a starting video. Especially for me, usually my first videos are pretty long, and then the other videos kind of tend to even themselves out as time goes on. But this is actually going to be a kind of short starting video. But I don't want to make these too long. But I don't want to make this particular Let's Play any longer than I normally would. I don't want to artificially increase it just to make more videos for no reason. If I can fit three levels in a video easily, I'll gladly do that rather than just fit two in. Because these areas are not that big. The biggest thing I guess you would have trouble with is probably finding the clues. Those would be the hardest thing that would. Oh crap! It would take the most amount of time. That would be the time-consuming thing. But these levels by themselves are not long by any stretch of the imagination, so you don't actually have to worry about that at all. I mean, these are surprisingly short levels, but there's just so many of them. And that's really what they are. This isn't like like other games in this genre. It's it kind of gives you the sense of an open world type feel, but instead of like a linear thing like Spyro or Crash.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
That start out, that have a warp room or a base hub world that will allow you to get into the other worlds in the game. This is more kind of open world styled.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to use it.
And so you do gain different moves and abilities for when you open the vaults, and that's what makes it worth going after the vaults and trying to open them. The moves that you gain from these are definitely very useful, and they will help you out more often than not. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and in the video here, I'll talk about the trivia as I normally do. If you are unfamiliar with what I do, I talk about the trivia for the levels that I've done so far in the game. And so we'll start with the police headquarters, which is the prologue. Police headquarters is the prelude episode from Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, where Sly Cooper is breaking into the police station to steal a secret file on himself. After he retrieves the file, he walks out into the fire escape, where Carmelita Fox catches him in the act, forcing Sly to run down the fire escape and through the parking lot to get to the safety of the van. Let me see. Trivia: the theme song for this level is used in the Hideout and a Grave Undertaking mission in episode 3. It was changed in the Sly collection. In the Sly collection, when Carmelita says "criminal," it's off sync. I didn't notice that. The trophies that you can gain in this level are Coin Collector, collect a single coin, and Foxy Lady, collect a police file from Carmelita. So that's a story-related trophy. You won't miss that one. And there's a cheat, or like a glitch in this level that allows players to free roam throughout Paris. It doesn't say what the cheat code is here, but you know, that's something pretty useful, or pretty interesting anyway. But now we'll go to Tide of Terror, which starts with a stealthy approach. A stealthy approach is a level in Tide of Terror, and Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, after stealing the police files of all the Fiendish Five members, Sly and the gang prepares to retrieve the first part of the Thievius Raccoonus, which is in the possession of Sir Raleigh, the chief machinist of the Fiendish Five. In order to face Raleigh, Sly and the gang travel to the Welsh Triangle, the sinister resting place of thousands of wrecked ships. Bentley discovers that Raleigh's storm machine is the cause of the bad weather, and that Raleigh is using it to make the ships crash and sink, allowing him to plunder the debris. Clue bottles 20. The guards: Hammer Walrus, Shuriken Walrus, and then the Welding Walrus. Those are the enemies. No trivia for this level, so we'll go to Prowling the Grounds. I didn't do a whole lot here, but I'll still talk about it anyway. Prowling the Grounds is the main hub world in Tide of Terror, and Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. From here, Sly can access all the other levels in the first episode. After infiltrating Sir Raleigh's boat, Bentley informs... Oh, never mind, that's a story-related thing, so I won't spoil that. But anyway, no trivia, and it doesn't say what the enemies are. One of them, I believe, is a walrus, and the octopus-looking thing, which I'm sure will be mentioned in a later level. But anyway, so thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many coins have I collected so far in this video? I thank you for watching. Next time we will begin one of the other levels here in Tide of Terror. So until then, later everyone.